News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details.
Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk.
Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1. That is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk. The whole truth.
To 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2019.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing him of committing a gross offense.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor, Ibikule Amosu.
Welcome to Celebration Television News Desk. I'm Belly Squatter. Thanks for joining us today. Now the news making the headlines. We will fight state hiding behind COVID-19 to sack workers, says the NLC. France urged to intervene on Ivorian leader threatening bid. Trump challenges Biden to drug test before debate. The MAN urges CBN to reverse third-party procurement policy. And Osimhen ready for Napoli challenge. We're going to short break right now. We'll come back and see the news in details. Stay with us. Welcome back. Now the news in full. We'll fight states hiding behind COVID-19 to sack workers, says the NLC. The organized labor has said it is mobilizing against state governments and other employers using the COVID-19 pandemic as an excuse to sack workers and undermine their rights. The president of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Ayuba Waba, said workers were being used as scapegoats for the economic challenges brought about by the pandemic. Speaking to journalists in Abuja shortly before the commencement of the Central Working Committee meeting of the NLC on Wednesday, Waba said Labour and its allies will tackle any infraction on workers' rights. He said the meeting was being held at a time when workers are going through various challenges and plans are to make far-reaching pronouncements on how to engage employers of labor that have tried to undermine the fundamental rights of workers, especially state governments. Waba stressed that labor would not condone the violation of workers' rights. And moving forward on another story, monarchs selling states of origin letters, says Lagos. The Lagos state government has warned against the sale of states of origin documents to non-indigenes, saying the practice is criminal and those caught will be sanctioned. The State Commissioner for Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, Mr. Tayo Bamboze Martins, said the government will review the process of issuing the documents to individuals to ensure due process was followed. Bamboze Martin spoke during a meeting with members of the Federal Character Commission in his office at Alausa, Ikeja. He called on traditional rulers and government functionaries who issued the letters to non-indigenes for federal appointments to desist, adding that it put real indigenes on the state at disadvantage. Earlier, the commissioner representing Lagos State at the Federal Character Commission's Alhaji Abdul YC Bawa Allah disclosed that a survey carried out by the commission indicated that most of the candidates who presented state of origin documents during recruitment were non-indigents of Lagos State but had procured such documents from dubious sources. He said the commissions would only accept documents from the Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, adding that traditional rulers and local government authorities who issued such letters should be duly informed on the implications of their actions. And on another story, Southwest won't place Amotekun under police, says Akeredolu. The chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum and Ondo State Governor, Mr. Rotimi Akeredolu, on Wednesday declared that the Southwest Security Network, Operation Amotekun, would not be subsumed under the Nigerian police. The senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Mr. Garba Shehu, has earlier said the structure of the security agency would be defined by the Inspector General of Police. But Southwest governors objected to the position on the grounds that the bill setting the security agency up was passed by the House of Assembly of the 6 states of the Southwest and was duly signed into law by the governors of the state. Akeredolu on Wednesday said the agency could not operate under community policing. According to him, there was a collaboration between the police and the Amotekun Corps in order to secure lives and property of people of the region. And right now, from news coming from around Africa, France urged to intervene on Ivorian leader third-term bill. French President Emmanuel Macron has been urged to intervene on Ivory Coast President Alassane Ouattara for his third term in October's election, which his opponents say is unconstitutional. Former Ivory Coast rebel leader Guillaume Soro has told President Macron in a letter that Ivorians have noticed France's deafening silence on the matter. He said France had hailed Mr. Ouattara's initial announcement that he will not seek re-election, but had been quiet after the president accepted the party's nomination for a third term. Mr. Soro and former President Laurent Gbagbo had been banned from vying because of their previous convictions. Mr. Soro was convicted in absentia in April 2020 of embezzlement and money laundering. Mr. Gbagbo was sentenced in absentia in November 2019 for the looting of the Central Bank of West African states. And still from around Africa and still on Ivory Coast, Ivorian ex-leader Gbagbo supporters to file poll candidacy. Supporters of the former president of Ivory Coast, Laurent Gbagbo, say they will file his candidacy for October's election even though a court has ruled he is not eligible to stand due to a previous conviction. The country descended into civil war after the 2010 election when Mr. Gbagbo refused to step down and hand over to the victor Alassane Ouattara. Last year, he was acquitted by the International Criminal Court of crimes against humanity and currently lives in Belgium, pending a possible appeal by the prosecution. He was sentenced into absentia by an Ivorian court to a 20-year term for looting a regional bank during 2010 post-election crisis. We're going to break right now. When we come back, we get more updates from the United States of America. Stay with us.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details.
Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk.
Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1. That is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk. The whole truth. There is a door set before us to unlock for divine access.
And sumda inko pele entire ozozo.
It's time to ask, seek, knock.
Hello, hello, Baba Ogo. Hello, hello, Baba Ogo.
Conference 2020, Apostle Johnson and Dr. Lizzie Suleiman. Theme, It is Written. Date, 2nd through 6th September 2020, by 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. daily. Live at the International Worship Center, Omega Fire Ministries headquarters, Auchi, Edo State, Nigeria. Holy Ghost Conference 2020. No man can stop you.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Mark.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Mark.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk.
Welcome back, and now on news from the United States of America, where Trump challenges Biden to drug test before debate. U.S. President Donald Trump has called for himself and Democratic challenger Joe Biden to submit to drug test before their first debate next month. Mr. Trump told the Washington Examiner he has noticed a sudden improvement in Mr. Biden's performance in the Democratic TV debates. The president offered no evidence his rival might be on drugs other than to say he is pretty good at the stuff. Mr. Biden and Mr. Trump will have 3 debates before November 3rd election. Back in 2016, Mr. Trump suggested his then Democratic rival, Hillary Clinton, has been getting pumped up before their debates and challenged her to take a drug test ahead of their final live TV encounter. The Clinton camp pushed aside the challenge. And on Wednesday, the president, who is set to deliver his keynote address on the ongoing Republican Party convention on Thursday, made a similar claim, arguing that Mr. Biden's debating ability has improved markedly in the final debate. Mr. Trump said the former U.S. vice president wasn't even coherent during some of the 11 live TV debates he competed in against a crowded field of contenders during the Democratic primary session. By the time of the last debate on March 15, the field has been widely down to just Mr. Biden and Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. The Biden team is yet to respond to Mr. Trump's remarks. And more updates still from the United States of America. Jacob Blake, police officer in Kenosha, shooting named. Wisconsin's Attorney General has named the officer who shot a black man on Sunday, sparking days of demonstrations. Josh Cole told reporters on Wednesday that Ruston Shesky shot Jacob Blake 7 times in the back as he opened the door of his car. Officers found a knife in Mr. Blake's car, he added, but no other weapon. The shooting has sparked a wave of protest in recent days, some of which have turned violent. A 17-year-old was arrested on Wednesday after 2 people were killed and another injured amid unrest on Tuesday night. Mr. Blake is recovering in hospital and is conscious, but his lawyers fear it will take a miracle for him to walk again. U.S. President Donald Trump has since sent federal law enforcement to Kenosha, tweeting that they were to combat looting, arson, violence, and lawlessness in American streets. The Department of Justice has opened a federal investigation into the shooting. It has also sent more than 200 FBI agents and U.S. Marshal to the city, according to a spokeswoman. Protest has also spread to a number of other United States cities, including Portland, Oregon, and in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where the police killing of unarmed black man George Floyd in May sparked Black Lives Matter protests across the U.S. and globally. And moving forward on business news, shrinking economy, Nigerian situation better than others, says presidency. The presidency on Wednesday reacted to the National Bureau of Statistics second quarter of 2020 gross domestic product estimate, which was published on Monday, giving itself thumbs up. The NBS has disclosed the nation's GDP declined by 6.10% year-on-year in real terms in the second quarter of 2020, ending the three-year trend of low but consistently improving positive real growth rates recorded since 2016/2017 recession. Key players in the nation's economy, including the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria and the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, has said the government might not be able to service rising debt and fund budgets as the economy shrunk by 6.1%. But the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, in a statement said the overall decline of 6.1% and minus 2.18% was better than the projected forecast of minus 7.24% as estimated by the NBS. He said the figure was also far better than more other countries recorded during the same quarter. The presidential spokesman added that despite the observed contraction in economic activities during the quarter, it outperformed projections by most domestic and international analysts. He said it also appeared muted compared to the outcome in several other countries. Additionally added that the anticipated health impact of the pandemic has been managed without overwhelming the health infrastructure, which would have further compromised the ability to reopen the country to travel, commerce, and international trade. This, he further explained, had provided greater confidence and ability for authorities to initiate the conduct of nationwide terminal examinations in schools and resumption of the next academic year. The presidential spokesman said while it is anticipated that the third and fourth quarter would reflect continued effects on slowdown, the fiscal and monetary policy initiative being deployed by government in a phased process would be a robust response to the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. Still in the world of business, MAN urges CBN to reverse third-party procurement policy. The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria has urged the Central Bank of Nigeria to reverse its new policy directing authorized dealers to desist from opening of Form M, whose payments are routed through a buying company or any other third parties. In a statement signed by the president of the MAN, Mansour Ahmed, the association acknowledged the good intention of the bank, but said the impact of the decision was inimical to a survival of many manufacturing concerns that were not involved in the unethical practice. The body said additional hamstring on the economy was likely to erode the recent improved performance of the ease of doing business ranking. The association pointed out that most manufacturers, especially small and medium-sized enterprises, deal with accredited agents for their supplies, as many original equipment manufacturers abroad did not sell directly to individual buyers. It also noted that it was in line with global best practice of the OEMs and large international manufacturing companies operating in multiple countries and with sourcing needs in various jurisdictions of the leverage to the economics of scale to secure lower prices through centralized procurement. And the man said procurement agencies provided a vital interface between the final suppliers and the manufacturers and allowed some extended payment timelines by granting credits in periods of foreign currency scarcity. The association said if the CBN was on its view that the audit of the activities of a central procurement agency in terms of price verification was impossible, a phased approach should be adopted to the elimination in the use of Nigeria. It also recommended that banks should put in place a monitoring mechanism framework to ensure unverifiable claims by some manufacturers that were identified and dealt with accordingly. We'll go on another break right now, and when we come back, we'll get news from the world of sports.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femima.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT+1, that is 11 a.m. GMT+1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femima.
And the news making the rounds.
The door set before us to unlock for divine access.
And sumda inko pele entire ozoso.
It's time to ask, seek, knock.
Hello, hello,
Holy Ghost Conference 2020, Apostle Johnson and Dr. Lizzie Suleiman. Theme, It Is Written. Date, 2nd through 6th September 2020, by 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. daily. Live at the International Worship Center, Omega Fire Ministries headquarters, Auchi, Delta State, Nigeria. Holy Ghost Conference 2020. No man can stop you.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femima.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT+1, that is 11 a.m. GMT+1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome back, and now on sports news. Osimhen is ready for Napoli challenge. Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen says he is looking forward to a fresh challenge at Napoli, adding that he has been overwhelmed by the reception he received since he arrived at the club. Osimhen, who was presented to the media alongside Amir Rashmani, another new signing on Wednesday, stated that his arrival at the club was a big leap in his career. The Nigerian international joined the Italian giants on a 5-year deal for an African record of 81 million euros, including add-ons after an impressive debut season at Lille, where he scored 18 goals in 38 appearances across all competitions. On the issue of racism in Italy, the 21-year-old added that there was a bit to skepticism on his part because it is a matter that belongs to the whole world. And on another sports stories, fans thrilled as England snubs Saka. The decision of England manager Gareth Southgate to drop Arsenal's Bukayo Saka from the Three Lions squad from the Nations League games against Iceland and Denmark next month came as a great news to Nigerian fans. With his fine form in just concluded 2019-2020 season, where he was named third in the Arsenal Player of the Season poll behind captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Ben Leno, and emerging the Europa League Young Player of the Year by the WhoScored.com, many felt Saka would make the next England squad. Southgate, however, excluded him from his squad, saying he was keeping close tabs on the 18-year-old. The snub left Nigerians asking the Nigerian Football Federation to quickly invite the versatile player who's been torn between choosing Nigeria, the country of his parents, and England, his birthplace. Adebowale Adebambo advised the Eagles to grab the chance before the English media forced Southgate to have a rethink. And that's the size of the news on Celebration Television today. And if you're just joining us, here is a recap of the news making the headlines. We will fight states hiding behind COVID-19 to sack workers, the NLC says. France urged to intervene on Ivorian leader third-term bill. Trump challenges Biden to drug test before debate. Man urges CBN to reverse third-party procurement policy. And finally, Osimhen ready for Napoli challenge. Today on the photo of the day, we have this photo. As you can see, the photo, as you see, was written impossible. The IM was cancelled to make it possible. So that says no matter what is written, it is what you see that you handle, and what you see is possible. So no matter what anyone writes about you, what you want is what you get. So you can share your thoughts with us on our social media platforms. On Facebook, we are Celebration TV. On Instagram, we are My Celebration TV. On Twitter, we are at My Celebration TV. And on YouTube, it is Celebration TV. Never forget that the continuous transformation of our society is a collective responsibility of all. No matter the office you hold, as a nation's president, a thought leader, an opinion molder, a character builder, a professional, or as a person pursuing passion, you have a duty to give your all to making the society a better place for us and the generations to come. So, do well to play your part and do it with all diligence. Thanks for watching the news on Celebration Television. I am Belly Squatter. Have a nice day.
To 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2019.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing of committing a gross offence.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor, Ibikule Amosu.